as the brass continues to land. The Vz61 Skorpion, so much fun. This one's in 380 and sort of braced, but not really braced. It's actually a monopod. That's a whole nother story. One of my all-time favorites. I'm here in Tennessee to visit 12 Spies and brought along a few guns because that's what shooters do when they get together, right? Hit the woods and do some shooting. So you guys will get to see 12 Spies' opinion on this thing and see if it's any different from what you've already heard from me. Coming up next on GBGuns. The Vz61 Skorpion is kind of an oddball.
Yes.
Many of us remember from our youth in video games.
Yes, especially 007.
I'm just spraying. This one's chambered in 380. I went for 380 because it's less expensive, more available, and more power than 32 ACP. Also suppresses really well. The top eject is something to be aware of.
Oh yeah.
Kicks them straight up.
Yeah, they hang for a little bit from what I've heard too.
Yeah, like a good couple seconds. But aside from Impracticality, it is loads of fun. Super portable, fits in my center console. Great for civil unrest moments. Because even though that's less powerful than my carry gun, I believe it's more intimidating.
Yeah.
I mean, pulling that in.
If it was a road rage incident and you're like, hey, leave me alone.
Yeah, that's definitely hands off. So
I'm gonna pick up my kids, all right?
It's one of those things that like you buy and then you're wondering why and what you'd ever use it for. Thank God it fits in my center console.
Changing the channel on the TV, opening cans.
It can open cans.
Yeah.
I don't know about the TV thing though.
Just celebrating any occasion, you know? This would be great for a gender reveal. Yeah. Just in general, I think.
It's got some oddities that we'll talk about off camera so you know how to run it and get to it.
Whew. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun. What a fun little gun. And the little bees coming after her. Zzz, zzz, zzz. It's a process, but I love the process. It's raining bass. Where's it gonna come down? Oh, this thing's so fun.
So it really doesn't have a reason to exist anymore.
I disagree. Fun is plenty of reason to exist.
It is loads of fun. That's why I can't get rid of it. Can't put it down. What was your first reaction on shooting?
Incredibly soft. The iron sights are surprisingly useful. Incredibly easy to use. The black collar arms brace really lets you get your cheek down. I think it's just a very comfortable. It's weird to say ergonomic for an old Czech gun, but I think it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it's they have a adapter that you can get, which is what I opted for. Having this buffer tube adapter on the back has a downward kick that I think helps that light.
Yeah.
Puts that angle on there.
And it just watching it in movies and video games, it is kind of like meeting a hero, and it didn't disappoint. In fact, I thought it was going to be worse than this. I thought it wasn't going to be any good. So it's nice to run into something like this and say, wow, this is surprisingly good. I'd love to scare somebody with this thing. That's not what I meant to say. You know, if you've got kids, you would, yeah, right? There's that one person that tries to discipline your kids. You're like, don't talk to my kids like that. I will.
But you know, a valid point on meeting your hero and then it not being that great.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially movie guns and video game guns. They often aren't really showing you what it's like at all. And so though you're aware of the gun, you don't know if it's anything like that. Yeah, the Vz61 now being, I can't do math on the fly, that many years old since 1961.
Yeah.
62 years, right? Math? Someone comment, please. How old is the Vz61? Anyways.
Also, the grip is really nice on this.
Yeah, I wanted the wood but the polymer,
It's so comfortable.
it's shaped nicely.
It's incredibly ergonomic. Where your thumb sits, and the texturing isn't aggressive, but this gun isn't going anywhere. It's not
Yeah.
going to walk out of your hand.
Yeah, it holds. It's back when CZ actually knew about ergonomics, I guess.
Ooh.
But CZ that you know these days is not the same CZ that created this stuff. It's two different companies.
So who just bought Colt?
CZ, but it's not.
But who is it?
It's not the CZ that created stuff like this
Right.
in the 60s.
So who?
We don't know.
Who is it?
And now the Czechs own Federal.
Oh, that's right.
Do we have a new world power rising
Oh my
in
gosh.
Central Europe
Yeah.
with their gorgeous women and architecture?
I'm okay with this, actually. as long as they can get back to making stuff like this.
So speaking of CZ stuff, what related content do you have to the Skorpion? That might work.
Yeah. Historic movie guns. Doing some stuff with a Scar 20S right now. That's about as close to movie gun as I've been recently. I've got a bullpup build that I'm working on. I've got a... What else do I have? You put me on the spot.
Oh, and you've got some modern pistol caliber stuff.
Yeah, the Strybogs, the Streebogs.
Streebogs.
The Strubogs is what I like to say. The Strudelbogs. Some handguns here and there, and just some unique stuff. I'm trying to get into stuff that's more fun. Things I enjoy, which is typically weird, unorthodox, and polarizing.
Kind of like a Vz61.
Yes, this would be, I would love to have this. In fact, he has agreed to give me this at the end of this video. Thank you. Shake on it. Shake on it. You wouldn't leave a man hanging. Nice floater there. Oh, man.
So that's Caleb and 12 Spies. Check out his channel for, you also have some other Skorpion stuff, right? The modern Skorpion.
Yeah. I did a comparison against the Strybog and the EP9.
Would you say that this Skorpion is a little bit different from the modern Skorpion?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
different beast.
That gun is on the Gun Collective. So if you want to see that comparison, head over to Gun Collective. And this is, honestly, I would take this over a modern Skorpion.
Wow.
I would.
That's pretty, no room for accessories.
Just because it's cool. There's so many pistol caliber carbines on the market, and there's only 20 added every day. But this is historic. This is cool. It's old. It's stamped metal. It wants to cut you. It wants to kill you. Give this to your children, okay? Let them learn the hard way, all right? Playgrounds are too safe. It was concrete and old tires when I was a kid, and I'm not even 40 yet, you know? When other people were young, it was like, oh, we just in the middle of traffic. Hey, go into oncoming traffic and play. Okay.
That's 12 Spies. Thanks for watching.
They're like, I'm really not going to watch him now. He's just yapping.